Hi there. Today I'd like to talk about the installation of the Land Rover Discovery 2's turn signal and headlamp switch. This fella right here. Seems to be a common problem, and you go on the internet and you try to source some stuff out in Land Rover forums, and there's a whole bunch of misinformation that's out there. So I thought I'd like to post something to show exactly how it gets done. But to back that story up, I would like to talk about two other common problems that happen with Land Rovers that there's not a lot of information out there. So about a week back, I backed my car out of the garage and my daytime running lights came on. Now, for those of you that don't live in Canada, we by law have to have our headlamps come on when we start our car. So when I turned the car off and turned the lights off, they stayed on, which I found was quite odd. I went through everything in the car. Nothing was on. Nothing could make them stay on. So in the meantime, I pulled the battery cable just to get them to turn off and hit the internet looking for solutions. There's a lot of people talking about a lot of different things about why this was happening. So I went back down in my car, rehooked the battery. The lights came on automatically, but now my parking lights were on and my interior dashboard light was on. This was really troublesome and worrisome. So again, go through all the Land Rover forums, all the message threads. Basically, 9 times out of 10, everyone was saying your BCM module is fried. But I didn't think that was true because just the way things were, how quickly it happened, and there was nothing leading up to that point. But deep down in one of the threads was someone that said it sounds like it's a ground fault issue. So I went through the kind of the wiring diagram, and stupid me, if I just would have noticed, you go to the battery, the ground here was unhooked. The nut came off for whatever reason, and it was just flopping around. So I rehooked it, started the car, drove it around for about 10 kilometers, and it seemed to work itself out. But now, nothing was working properly inside the car. When I turned the interior lamps on, my dashboard lights would go out. My running lights would come on, and my parking lights would go off. And then when I went to full headlamp, the dashboard light would come on, but nothing else worked. So people said, okay, it's probably your switch got fried when the ground wasn't being connected properly. So I phoned Land Rover. They said that a new one of these would be $360 Canadian and 6 weeks away. But I ordered mine from Atlantic British, right here, for $129, and I got it in 3 days. But if you're lucky, like me, I pulled this one out of a wrecker that is close by my house for $40. And it works, but I'm keeping that as a backup because this is a common problem. Now, to install this properly, these are the only tools you'll need right here. This thing, just to disconnect your battery, some pressurized air to clean out the leads when you pull them off. I wear the goofy looking headlamp just so I can see inside my car, and then these little guys here. So let's walk over to the car and I'll show you exactly what you have to do. And it's very simple. So there's 2 screws underneath here that you unhook and basically pulls this thing off here. The top part comes right out. Now, there's 2 screws right here and right here. You unscrew those. You unhook these leads in the back. These 2 guys back here, you just pop off. But the tricky part is, right on the face, right here, if you get a little tiny, thin screwdriver, you just pry it a little bit and that thing pops right off. Then that's it. You connect the leads, you pop it back in, you go in reverse, it's done. It's literally done in 5 minutes. People on the internet are talking about there's 4 screws, there's this, there's that. That is basic as it gets. 1 screw, 2 screw, unhook those things there, little pry, pop it off. Installation's done in literally 5 minutes. So that is it. I hope this proves helpful for everybody. Once again, check your ground wire. Check your ground wire. Very important, or things are going to start happening. If you can stay away from the dealer, please do. These guys are awesome. I've ordered parts from them before. Price is great. Gets there quick. Installation's done. Hope you enjoyed my video and hope this helped. Thanks.